All right. Hi, everyone. Robin Lynn here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to create a Facebook page, which many of us call a business page because you're going to be able to advertise from this page. I know some of you have never done advertising before, and that's absolutely okay. For those of you who are new and you've never created anything in Facebook outside of your personal profile, that's absolutely okay. I'm going to take my time sharing with many of you who may be technically challenged. Those of you who want to fast forward and move on a little bit into each next step, that's fine as well if you are a little bit more technically savvy. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys how to create a page. Now, as you can see, I'm on my news feed. This is on my desktop. This is a Mac. For those of you who are trying to do this on your cell phone, it is not going to work. So if you're trying to create a page on your cell phone, definitely don't do that. Mobile phones are not the best way to do that. You're going to want to use a laptop or a desktop computer. I sometimes use iPads as well for these kinds of things, but I usually run into issues on an iPad. So I definitely suggest, if this is the first time you're doing this, to do it on a desktop or a laptop, whether you have a Mac or a PC. Okay. So first of all, you're going to have to log into Facebook. As you can see, I'm logged in, and I'm on the URL of Facebook here, the homepage of Facebook. So if I were to go to my page, Robin Lynn, you'll see the URL shows facebook.com/Robin Lynn. This is my personal page. Now you're not going to see how to create a Facebook page here on your profile page. No, we want to click on the F for Facebook and take us to the main page. So when you see the news feed coming in, you're going to know you're on the right page, the right process. So what we're going to do is we're going to see our name should be at the top, and we're going to see we're on the news feed, and we're going to look all the way at the bottom. And you should see here, it should say create. So go ahead and look on your desktop or your laptop where it says at the very bottom on the left side, all the way down, you'll scroll down. We're going to click underneath create, we're going to click on page. We're not going to create a group. We're not going to create an event. We're going to click on page. So underneath create, go ahead and click page, and then it's going to take you to this. You're going to see where it says create a page for your brand, business, or your cause. Now, many of you are asking, well, which one do I select? So the one that we're suggesting you select is going to be right at the top middle where it says company, organization, or institution. So you're going to click on company, organization, or institution. When you click on that, it'll open up into saying choose a category. For all of you, we're suggesting your category is education. A lot of what you'll be doing is leading people through educating them on how to take action and how to get Bitcoin, how to get moving in this process. Very exciting. And a lot of you may be public figures, you may be authors, you may be speakers, you may be coaches. For this page specifically, unless you have already a business as a coach and someone who's a public speaker or a mentor, and you already know how to create Facebook pages and this is easy for you, you may want to select public figure. But in this case, I like selecting education. So public figure would be down here. And this is for those of you who are more personality types, those of you who lead and people know who you are, those of you who already have big audiences and you just want to create this page to lead other people through, but you want to be still a public figure, you may want to select public figure down here, and you'll see that public figure is available right there. In this case, again, I'm suggesting, and the way that I go, is creating a page for education. That way, you're not going to get flagged if you do anything wrong. Mainly, the education also protects you because you're educating people on Bitcoin wealth. So when we're using Facebook, that's why creating this page, suggesting using it under education, because you're going to educate people. So you're going to select company, organization, institution, select education, and then you're going to name your company. So many of you may want to use Freedom with Bitcoin, something a little bit more open for everybody. What I used was Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. Whatever you guys want to do and whichever name suits you best, awesome. You may want to take some time and really think about it. Now, one of the things, a little tip I give you here, when you're creating the company name underneath right here, I want you to write it out just as you want people to see it on your Facebook page. So you'll use capital letters and you'll use spaces. A lot of you, I noticed, kind of wrote it all out like this, like Bitcoin with Robin, like that, and that's what's going to show up on your Facebook page. So we actually want it to show up the way we want it to look. So Bitcoin Wealth with Robin, and that's the way that I want it to appear on my Facebook page. So then when you click Get Started, it's going to take you down that process. And I already created this, so you guys are going to follow along, and it's very self-explanatory. So now I'm going to take you into my page, and what I'm going to do is show you how to get there, because a lot of you probably won't know how to get there. So I clicked on the Facebook homepage again, so here we are on the news feed, same place we were before when we created the page. And now we're going to see down here, there's a couple things. Shortcuts, which we can add our page later to a shortcut. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then where it says Explore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where it says Pages, because we just created a page, right? So we're going to click underneath Explore, we're going to click Pages. Now I'm going to go to My Pages. So you guys can see here, it's showing me my liked pages, invites, top suggestions, and I'm going to click on My Pages. Okay, so these are all my pages. I have a lot of different pages here that I manage and have managed in the past. I'm going to show you two things. I created two pages on the same day, Bit Wealth Daily and Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. Now, one of the things was that I wanted to show you guys. In a second, I'll show you how to make a cover visual. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to look for the headline down here, Bit Wealth Daily. I want you to look for the See More, and I want you to click on About. So Home, Events, Reviews, About. And you're going to click on About. Now you can see here that you can see the category. You can always change that. The name, you can change that, and the username. So I created under my page name here, I wanted it to have a correct URL, meaning that if somebody goes to my page and they type it in, Bit Wealth Daily, that they end up on my page and there's not a bunch of numbers at the end. So I wanted a really clean URL link. So what we want to do is we can see username and we click edit. Now, this username I made at Bit Wealth Daily. And that's the name of my page, and that's the name of when people search. As you can see, it's easier for people to find your page in the search when it has a unique username. Pages with usernames can also create custom URLs that let people quickly visit and message them. So I was able to change the username on this page. However, as I mentioned to you, the other page that I created on the same day, not the case. So as you can see, Bit Wealth Daily, if I type in on this search here in Facebook, if I tell people, oh, go to facebook.com/bitwealthdaily, people can find my page and they land on it right away. So the other thing I wanted to show you, if we go back to home, we're going to go back to pages. I'm going to show you my other page, your pages. Now I'm going to go to Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. This was the other page that I realized I liked that name a little bit better, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. So as I started to create this page, I click About, same thing. I realized it says username, create page at username, which we all want to do, because right now, as you can see, Bitcoin Wealth with Robin, there's a bunch of little kind of numbers out there, and I don't want people to have to type in numbers, of course. It's a long username there. So when I click on username, and I try to change the username, Bitcoin Wealth with Robin, I create username. It's saying this page isn't eligible to have a username. So of course that's an issue, and Facebook has some weird thing going on where maybe because I created the page on the same day, I'm not able to change the username. So one of the suggestions that I've been reading about is to be able to go back and change the username after you create a different admin. So if you have a family member that you can add as a admin aside from yourself, that's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So what we're going to do, Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. So what I did was I clicked on here, you can see I clicked on page rules. So in order to get there, we're going to click on settings. As you can see on the left-hand side, general messaging all the way down, you're going to look for page rules. Okay, so now we can assign a new page rule. Existing page rules, we can assign a new page rule here, and what Facebook says we can do is to create another admin. So if I click on admin, if you're adding a new admin to your page, please keep in mind they'll have the same permissions to make changes to this page. So now what I can do, and this is what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to add Mike to my admin. I have to enter my password again. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I just entered my password. My admin now to Bitcoin Wealth with Robin is added with Mike. So now when I go back to my page, nothing really is going to change yet. So what I actually have to do is I have to go log in to Mike's account. So now I'm in Mike's account here. I'm going to click refresh on Bitcoin Wealth with Robin page. And I'm going to find out for the first time if I'm able to change the name of my page. Now, again, I'm logged in under Mike's account, so you may want your spouse or your family member, someone outside of you who's not you, to do this as well. So I'm going to click on About, and I'm going to try, if this works correctly, create page and username under Mike's account. See if it's going to allow Mike to do it for me. So I'm going to try to change the name to Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. Create username, and you're all set. Okay, so we solved that problem. So now it looks like, I'm going to take a snapshot of this here. And by the way, if you guys don't know how to take a snapshot, Shift Command the number 4, and then you drag and drop if you're on a Mac. If you're on a PC, it's a little bit different. The username Bitcoin Wealth with Robin has been created. So now people, when they type in Bitcoin Wealth with Robin, that's what they're going to find. They'll land on my page. It's easier for people to find you in searches. FB, apparently they have a new algorithm, a new link that you can use, fb.me/. So they have a short code, which is actually kind of cool. And send your page messages. So there's a way to lead people directly to messaging you. So as you can see here, if you want people to message you directly and maybe book appointments with you or message you directly, there's obviously a link, m.me/Bitcoin Wealth with Robin. That's how people will message me. I can send people directly to my page with this short link here. I'm going to copy that and paste it so that I have it available as well. There's a couple of things now I'm going to go check out. So let's go back to the home page. And now I'm going to type in, after the / Bitcoin Wealth with Robin for the URL. And there's my page. So now you guys understand how to create your own username. Obviously, you're going to have to coordinate with someone else aside from you if you need help creating a username. Some of you, this may be your first page, so it may allow you to change the username right away. Again, in order to do that, you're going to click on the About, then you're going to click on username edit, and you're going to select your username with no spaces and no capitalizations. So this is getting started. The other thing I wanted to show you really quickly was creating a cover image. If you want me to create you a cover image and send you one, that's fine. I can do that. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we can go into Canva, canva.com. If you don't have an account with Canva, not Canvas, but C-A-N-V-A, you can create an account right away. Now, the thing that I like is you can see here Facebook cover. They give you the dimensions right here, 828 by 315. So what we do is we select Facebook cover, and it gives us a blank canvas in Canva. There's a couple of ways to, you can see there's free designs here that you can create. What I like to do is I like to upload my own images. So for example, if you wanted to use an image like my screenshot here, and you're using this image here, the way that you would upload it is you would click on upload your own images, and then you would add from your desktop or from any external file you have, you could add anything at all, any image at all, and you would see it appear here, and then you would click on it, and then it would open up, and then you just drag and drop based on the size that you want it to be. Once you like the way it looks, you can always do cool things with it. You can click filter, and you can change the way it looks to make it have a nice appeal based on what kind of look you're going for. So let's say that this is what I want my background to look like. I just change the filter a little bit, again, by clicking on it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. I'm going to click on heading. I like white, really clean, so I'm going to click on white. And a lot of you ask me what style of font I used. I used Aileron Heavy. That's the font style I used. And I like all caps for headlines. So for example, if you want to create a headline on your cover image, freedom with Bitcoin, you can change the size of it a little bit too. You can do anything you'd like. So let's also go in and play a little bit about the background image. We can do element, we can click shape, we can add a little box behind it. Let's say I want a little black box behind it. Change the color up here, click on the plus, I can play around with the colors. Then I'm going to click on the image, arrange back, play around with the size a little bit, and then I can make it a little bit more transparent. So let's do that. One last thing. Click on this transparency, and I can make it a little bit more transparent back there. And now what I can do when I'm ready, again, dragging and dropping everything here, I click on download as a PNG. I download it. Now you can see it's downloaded, named Freedom with Bitcoin. The name of your file is going to be here. You can always change that here. So now let's go in, because I like my image here for now. What I'm going to go in, let's go into BitWealth Daily. And I'm going to go in and change, I'm going to add a cover. So as you can see, there's no cover here. So I'm going to click add a cover. I'm going to upload photos. I'm going to go into my, let's see where my downloads are right here. Oh, there it is, Freedom with Bitcoin PNG. I'm going to open that. It's going to ask you to drag to position, but as you can see, this is the correct dimensions that we used. I'm going to click save. And there's my cover. I can always change it anytime I want, change cover, upload, or choose from my photos. You can also add a video, which is pretty cool. So if you guys want to add a video, I'll show you Robin Lynn Fans, my fan page. And as you can see, there is a video at the very top, something I put together, something that. If you guys know how to do that, you can do that obviously. By changing the cover, you can upload a video. So a lot of you who are new to this whole process, you may have a lot of questions. This is just the beginning. Obviously, you know, Mike and I are here to help you. This is going to be a process. So if you're new to it, just hang on tight. If this is, you know, something that you're able to move fast with and you can go with it, awesome. Any questions you have, you can always email me, Robyn, ROBYN, @meaningfulplan.com. So I hope this was helpful for you in creating a Facebook business page and changing your username so that you can give people the right name in the URL here very quickly to find you, and also uploading a Facebook cover image or a video. All right, guys, Robyn Lynn here. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye for now.